Welcome or welcome back to We Rocket Math with Miss Catherine, where math videos are made easy and faster for you. Welcome or welcome back to We Rocket Math with Miss Catherine, where math videos are made easy and faster for you. Today, we're going to do some rapid practice problems involving improper fractions to mixed numbers. If you haven't done so, check out the instructional video on how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers. That instructional video will give you a good idea of the concept, whereas this video will give you more of the skill practice you need. So click the link in the upper right corner if you haven't reviewed that instructional video. We have 4 practice problems here, and in a minute, when I say the word begin, you can take out a sheet of paper and a pencil, work on these problems yourself, and we'll come back and check our work together. You may begin now. All right, let's get into these problems. We have our list of steps listed here as a refresher. Now I added one here up here, simplify if needed. Seeing as how large these numbers are, we can simplify first, then divide the numerator by the denominator and all the other steps. So looking at the first example, we have 80 over 20. And if you know your division facts, you can just think 80 divided by 20 is just equal to 4. Now, if we write it out visually, we can simplify first. So whenever you have zeros at the end, and you have the same amount of zeros, you can cross the zeros out. So since 80 has a 0 at the end, and 20 has a 0 at the end, you can cross these zeros out. Let's rewrite this over here. We have 80 over 20. Then you're just going to cross out the zeros at the end of the 80 and the 20. Now we just have 8 over 2. And 8 over 2, 8 divided by 2, is just equal to 4. So you get the same answer. So whenever you have zeros at the end, but you want to make sure it's the same amount of zeros, then you can cross them out. You want to make sure they're the same amount of zeros because otherwise you would be changing the value of the fraction, and you don't want that. You want to keep the value of the fraction. So our final answer is 4. Moving on to number 2. We have 68 over 14. First, you want to see if you can simplify. That will make it easier to find the mixed number. So finding a common factor between 68 and 14, it would be 2. So we divide the top and the bottom by 2. And we get 34 over 7. You can divide here if you need to figure it out. Let's see how we got that 34. So 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Put a subtraction sign. Bring down the 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Put a subtraction sign. We have our remainder of 0. So that's how we got the numerator from dividing 68 by 2. Now this is much more simple to find the mixed number. We're going to divide the numerator by the denominator. Let's write it over here. "34 divided by 7. How many times does 7 go into 3? That doesn't work, so you take the whole number. How many times does 7 go into 34? It would be 4. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtraction sign. 4 minus 8, we don't have enough, so we go to the 3 to borrow 1. This 3 becomes a 2. This 4 becomes a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 2 minus 2 is just 0, so just have 6 here. And then our answer, our mixed number, is going to include a whole number and a fraction. Our whole number is going to be this quotient right here, this 4. So we're going to write 4. And the fraction part, the numerator is the 6. Denominator is the 7. So our final answer is 4 6/7. Moving on to number 3, we have 120 over 98. First, we can simplify. The greatest common factor between 120 and 98 is 2. So you divide top and bottom by 2. 120 divided by 2 is 60. 98 divided by 2 is 49. So if you need to do 98 divided by 2, 2 goes into 9 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Put the subtraction sign. 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down the 8. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So that's how we got this 49. Now we can see it's much more simple to find a mixed number. We are going to divide the numerator by the denominator. Let's do it over here. 60 on the inside, 49 on the outside. 49 goes into 60 one time. 1 times 49 is 49. Put a subtraction sign and subtract. We don't have enough for 0 minus 9. Borrow 1 from the 6. This becomes a 5, and the 0 becomes a 10. Now we do have enough. 10 minus 9 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. So our answer up here, this quotient, is going to be our whole number. The fraction part, the numerator is going to be our remainder, which is 11. Our denominator is kept the same. So our final answer is 1 11/49. Looking at our last problem, we have 400 over 250. The first example, we had zeros at the end. Looking at this fraction, we have zeros at the end too here. So we can cross out these zeros. Let's rewrite this fraction again. (400/250). Then we can cross off the zeros. We can simplify first, and that will make it much more simple. Now we just have 40/25. Now we find the greatest common factor between 40 and 25, which would be 5. Divide top and bottom by 5. (40 divided by 5 equals 8. 25 divided by 5 equals 5. Now we just have a simple division problem. Divide the numerator by the denominator. 8 goes on the inside, 5 goes on the outside. 5 goes into 8 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Put a subtraction sign and subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. To get the mixed number, write down the whole number, which is going to be the quotient. We have 1. Then our numerator is this remainder, which is the 3. And denominator is kept the same, which is a 5. So our final answer is 1 3/5. So hopefully you were able to get a good 3 out of the 4 problems correct. Of course, it would be great if you got 4 out of 4, but 3 out of 4 is a good goal. If you didn't, you can go back and review the instructional video on how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers, and come back and work the problems out in this video, and try to see if you can get a good 3 out of 4 then. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you found this video on how to change improper fractions to fractions with rapid practice problems was helpful. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you found this video to convert. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you found this video on how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers was helpful and gave you a faster way to convert and change them. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you felt this video on how to change improper fractions to mixed numbers gave you a faster, easier way. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Until then, keep rocking on math, and I'll see you next time. Thanks everyone.